What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, USPS Twan. Man, I just wanted to come bring y'all a quick video. I went out actually today on my first official day getting thrown out to the wolves. You know, going out and doing my own route by myself. So I actually was supposed to be in training. I know last time I told you guys, or in one of my previous videos I finished, I told you guys that I was in the 2-ton training this was last Friday. So, you know, today's Monday. So I was in 2-ton training last Friday, and that's supposed to be a 3-day training. I had just got out of the on-the-job training in the LLB and going out casing routes, which, you know, it rained one of the days, so I didn't really do that much on that day. On the second day, and then the third day, you know, I got to drive like half the route and, you know, did a little bit, but, you know, basically the on-the-job training was like watching and not actually getting hands-on experience. So anyway, today, you know, I was supposed to be going in for my second day of 2-ton training, which is picking, you know, the 2-ton truck that the USPS has, picking up the packages. You do deliver a little bit of mail if you get a handoff, which is somebody else, you're taking somebody else's portion of their route. But anyway, typically it's just picking up packages from businesses and from those blue boxes, picking up the mail from the blue boxes that, you know, are in front of the post office and other locations. So anyway, today, you know, I reached out because, again, I told you guys I haven't been getting much, people haven't been reaching out to me much, the supervisors or whatever, they hadn't even really set me on the schedule yet. He told me he would, but, you know, when I went in there Friday, I wasn't on the schedule, so I'm having to reach out to him for the most part to see when I come in. So anyway, today, you know, I reached out to him this morning to figure out what time I was supposed to come in, and he, you know, was like, you know, I was assuming it was going to be around 10 or 11 because that's when the guy who's training me on the 2-ton comes in, and that's when he told me he usually comes in, and they switched our time up to 11. So I figured 11. So anyway, when I reached out, he told me to come in at 10 and we'd get back on the 2-ton. And, you know, that was, I reached out to him around 6 in the morning or something. And then he, you know, a little while later, around 8 o'clock, reached out to me and told me to report to another station a little further up the road that we have, Georgetown or whatever. It's actually outside of this, out of this area of the station I'm in. Like, my town only has 2 stations, and then that town's next to ours. So he told me to report to Georgetown, you know, so I went up, he told me to get there at 9 actually, so he reached out today, told me to get there at 9, so I was able to make it at 9, and, you know, when I went in, it was an experience. You know, it was like really getting thrown to the wolves, so, you know, it was a good experience. Like, I wish all of my on-the-job training would have been like this. I learned better with hands-on training anyway, like when I'm actually doing it myself, and, you know, having somebody to ride with me or something like that would have helped out. Like, if they could tell me what I'm doing wrong while I'm doing it. I still got these damn rubber bands on my hand from the, you know, you got to case your mail and you got to do everything. Like, you need rubber bands at this job, and especially when you're going out on the road. But anyway, so I would have liked for somebody to had, you know, let me do the routes myself and then just, you know, explain to me what I'm doing wrong and what I might be doing right, because I did have to retain a few things from the academy, and I wanted to see if I could, you know, put it into play while I'm out here actually on the route. So, you know, when I do get thrown to the sharks and the wolves or whatever, it's not gonna be, you know, anything new. It's gonna be something I've done before, not just seen, but I've actually done before. So anyway, so I get thrown out there today. He didn't tell me exactly what to expect. He just said that they needed help down there in that area. So, you know, I thought it would be something, you know me, I thought it would be something a little light, you know, but anyway, they threw me out there, and it was kind of light, I'm not gonna lie. This station is way bigger than the one that I'm, you know, stationed at, which is my home station. This one was way bigger. I walked in there and I was surprised at how big it was, you know, because mine's a bit smaller. We deal with, you know, smaller routes. So anyway, they send me in there, and as soon as you get in there, like, you know what I'm saying, they're not gonna be playing no games with you. Like, as soon as you come in, it's not gonna be like any small talk, any chit chat or anything like that. You're gonna get right to work. You're gonna come in, find out where you need to be, where they need help at. You're gonna get right to work, no matter if you come in there brand new or not. You know what I'm saying? I had to let them know a few times. This is my first time ever really doing a route. I've never done a whole route, you know, in training or by myself, which, you know, is cool. Just, I'm cool with it, but just to let you know, it might be a little slower than, you know, your normals might perform for you. But anyway, so you know, the lady took me over there, put me on the route that I was gonna be on for that day. I guess the guy was at his truck, seemed to be out. I'm not sure what was going on with him. But anyway, they threw me out there, and you know, it was some people. They actually cased it for me, which is a cool thing. You know, it wasn't that much. Like it wasn't. You know, they had about a tub and a half, which is not really that much of the mail that they case for you, but they had like 6 tubs of DPS mail, which is the mail that the machine is going to sort out for you, and it's going to put it in order of the route. And you take those tubs and you deliver that, and then you have your flats. The flats were decent. We had about 2.5 tubs of flats, which is decent. So, you know, the flats are the ones you have to look into all of these trays. And then we had a whole lot of packages. At this station, it was way more packages than, you know, I was used to the normal lady that I was training with having on her route. So, you know, I was kind of surprised by that when they took me to the parcel station and the guys were over there throwing that. You know, luckily they did have everything done. So the guy that was going to be casing the route, they didn't have a case when I got there, but you know, she assigned somebody who actually knew the route. And, you know, when these regulars and these people who have been there, like most of these people have been there over a year, the ones that I had talked to and that were helping me out, they had been there over a year, and they know these streets and they know these routes like the back of their hand. Like a lot of them, like they know every street, like, you know. So what happened was the guy, he said he'd go ahead and case the route for me. He was just like, go ahead and take your packages and your parcels outside and just load the truck. So, you know what I'm saying, when you load the truck, you have a scanner with the USPS when you're out on the routes, and they have a function called the load truck tool. So you can scan your packages and it'll put them in order by section. They're like in the truck, there are like numbers 1 through 6 on each side of the truck, and you can put the packages in those sections, and the load tool will tell you where to put them. So it'll put them in kind of order. It's not quite, you know what I'm saying, I figured out today that it'll throw some of them off, but it'll, you know, for the most part, put them in order of your route. Like say you have, like I said, I had 6 DPS trays, so let's just say tray 1 was section 1, tray 6 was section 6, and everything in between. So, you know, I went out there with that. I did that, put the packages in there, and then I came in, he had everything cased for me, and then, you know, he showed me where to get my DPS and all that, so I go get the DPS. So I'm the first one out the office, you know what I'm saying? I am the first one out of the office, and this is embarrassing to admit, but, you know, I thought I was gonna be cold at it, you know what I'm saying? I'm typically good at everything I do, in my opinion, you know, but anyway. I'm typically, you know what I'm saying, pretty good at what I do. I catch on pretty fast, especially when I have hands-on experience on it. But like I said, I didn't get that much. So, you know, I got thrown out to the wolves today, and it is what it is, you know. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you know what I'm saying, because that's exactly what I tell you guys I'm gonna bring that unbiased truth to you about the job, so you can really determine if this is the job for you or not. It was stressful, you know what I'm saying? It was mentally like draining. You know, just being out there, because what happened was I messed up when I got out there. So I got out on the route, and you know, like I said, you can use the load truck tool, and then it'll load all of these parcels into the scanner, and then it has another function called package look ahead, where you can see everything you loaded into the scanner, and it actually puts it in order for you by the route. But you know, like when you're out there, you know, it sounds like it's all good, but when you're out there on the first time, for me, you know, some people may be different, but you know, I spoke to a lot of people that were like, yeah, you know, I had to, you know, I went through the same bumps and bruises, but so it'll load it in that order, but you know, you got to remember the numbers that there are, and like you're also thinking about this other mail. You getting the mail from the DPS, and then you're getting your flats, and you know, whatever else might be out there. So anyway, it's a lot moving it's a lot of things moving at once, you know, and you have to just make sure you keep your mind on all of it. You can't miss one thing, because then you have to circle back, and that's what happened to me today. You know, I missed a few packages in the beginning, and I started having to circle back. And when I did that, it threw me off and made me miss a few flats as well. So I found myself going back in circles, and it killed my time. Like it. And this is what I really like about the job, but when, you know, you're crunching and you're not, you know, you're not really seasoned, and you're not really, you know, an expert on this, you know, that time that you like to fly by starts flying by. You know, it can be a good and a bad thing. And today, you know, it was a bad thing, but it is what it is, because, you know, it's something that I'm going to do, and I'm not, you know, I'm not the type of person that's gonna give up and let this defeat me. Like, I wish they'd send me out there again tomorrow, because I know I've learned from my mistakes already, and I know I have. So tomorrow I'll get out there and I know the route a little better. The next day I know the route a little bit more better, a little bit whatever. I'll know the route better every day that I do it. You know, repetition is gonna build that expertise and that knowledge of it. So anyway, you know, they did send me some help out there. You know, it's daylight saving time now, so it got dark a little earlier. You know, we got in right after the dark, but you know, they sent me help, and you know, I talked to one of the dudes was a guy that his truck was right next to mine when we were loading up, so he had spoke to me before, you know, and a lot of the guys out there were cool. It was a lot of guys willing to help anybody that I spoke to, anybody, you know, so the people that came out there when I was next to them, you know, they were trying to find out, because, you know, they know I'm new because I'm dressed in my regular clothes for the most part. Make sure you wear black shirts. Do not wear white shirts. I love to wear white shirts, but I can't even wear my white shirts right now. I gotta wear like dark blue or black or something dark that I don't mind getting dirty, and I don't like getting my white shirts dirty. But anyway, so I had a lot of guys out there helping me, and one of the guys that came to help me on the route, they sent two of them. It seemed like they sent the whole brigade out there. Like, I'm telling you guys, this was a major failure. It sucks to say it, but it is what it is, because, you know, I can't look good and learn at the same time. So, you know, I'm learning right now, and I feel good about it, actually. I think, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna do real good at it. Like, you're in the office and that time flies by quick, and you get out on the street and that time starts to fly by too. I'm the type that likes to just get up and go anyway. So, like, once I get this down, it's gonna be amazing. This is gonna be something I can do all day. Like, the time flies, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired, but I'm really not tired when I get home. I can stay up like it's like 11, damn near 12 o'clock right now. But luckily, you know, I go in tomorrow because they're gonna put me back into the 2-ton training tomorrow. So I go in at 11 a.m. tomorrow. So that's cool. I get a lot of time to, you know, relax. Probably go hit the gym or something. Probably not. I ain't been going to the gym for a minute. But anyway, I can, you know, I have time to do a few more things. I can at least try to. Like, I do have a few hours now. I know once I really get back into the groove of things, they're gonna start bringing me back in at 7:30 a.m. So, you know, that's when the CCAs and the regular carriers go out. So, you know, it's not always going to be 11 o'clock unless I'm driving the 2-ton, which it seems like we have the 2 CCAs that are at my office. Since my office is small, we only have 2. It seems like they're driving the 2-ton. But anyway, so that was my day. You know, I just went out there, did the route. I just, like I said, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, you know, it wasn't everything I thought it was gonna be. You know, it was everything I thought it was gonna be, but I thought I was gonna be able to flow through it a lot easier. But I was pretty slow today, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty slow. But, you know, it is what it is. Every day that I do it, I'm gonna learn a lot more. I'm gonna get my routines down. I'm gonna start learning how to actually case the mail or actually sort the packages in the back, because, you know, since I didn't know the route, I didn't know where any of the packages went, and it's kind of hard. Like, you can usually put things in order, and the guy told me, it was like, man, just like a way to do it without knowing the route is just to look at the order of the mail and see, like, if odd numbers are coming up, if the numbers are going up or down on a certain street, then you can start, you know, casing the mail like that. Like, if you're gonna hit all the odd numbers on one side and come back and hit the evens, you can kind of figure out how it's gonna be. And that was a lot of help for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, just make sure you guys, when you get in there, ask, you know, don't be afraid to talk to the people who've been there for a while. Sometimes they have attitudes. You know, sometimes they're stressed out about the job or whatever. Sometimes they might want to be home with their family and they ain't trying to put in all those hours. But a lot of them will help you out, and you just gotta continuously talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody's gonna be the person, you know, that'll speak to you. Not every personality meshes, you know what I'm saying? You might just have to find the right people in there, and it'll be somebody in there that'll speak to you for sure. No matter what office I went to, there's always been somebody willing to speak to me. You might have to speak to them first. And you're gonna have to get out your shell if you're an introvert, you know what I'm saying? I find myself having to get out of my shell, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to just, well, I can, you know what I'm saying? I've had to, and I've been in sales and all that. But, so I can talk to people, but, you know, if I don't have to, then, you know what I'm saying, I'm really not going to, you know, unless it's beneficial. But anyway, so that was my day, you know what I'm saying? That's something you can expect. Like, it's volatile here. Like, you don't know what the next day is gonna bring, even when you're starting off. First, like my first week out of training, matter of fact, I'm still supposed to be in training. You know, I've done my on-the-job training, so, you know, there's no excuse for that, but I'm still in the 2-ton training, so I was still supposed to be in training today, and I'm going back tomorrow. And if somebody needs help, and, you know, I don't know what the mindset behind them sending me was, but they'll send you out there if it's necessary to them. So, you know, you gotta, you know, roll with the punches, you know, take it how it come. expect that when you get with it, and it's unorganized, like, you know what I'm saying? They probably couldn't even tell me why they sent me out there. But the people at the other office were real cool about it, you know what I'm saying? They didn't mind, they were thankful for me even coming out there to help. You know, and I told them, you know what I'm saying? Because it's, like I said, it's right down the street from my place, and, you know, the vibe in there was cool. So I'm not, you know, I wouldn't be mad if they send me back. I told them, anytime y'all ever need me, tell them to send me back. So, and put me on that route, because I know I'm going to defeat it next time. But anyway, that's it for the day, you know what I'm saying? That's just the first day of me driving my own route, my first real day out of training, my first day getting to, you know, even do a route. I've done like, you know, a quarter of one before, but you know, my first day doing my own whole route, I had to have help, so I can't really say I did the whole route, but you know, it's a learning experience and I'm gonna grow from it and I'm gonna get way better. So anyway, I appreciate you all watching. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired being relaxing, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate all the subscribers that have already subscribed, you know what I'm saying? I love it. I thank y'all for that, for real. I'm glad I can help y'all out any way I can with this, you know what I'm saying? For some of y'all, it might not be the job, you know, but for the ones that it is, you know what I'm saying, just continue to watch this journey, you know what I'm saying? I hope I can learn about some of y'all journeys going through this. But anyway, I appreciate you. Y'all take it easy.